All right, everyone. We are live. How's it going? Welcome back to the Unconventional Mindset. It is Monday. No, sorry. It's Tuesday. What am I talking about? I feel like yesterday was a weekend. I guess it kind of was somewhat of a holiday. But we were here. We were here yesterday, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, as I said, my name's Odum, and what we do here is every Monday through Friday, we get together, we live stream, and we figure out how we're going to build ourselves a business which is going to generate us $1 million in revenue every single year. And that business we're building is Pixel, which we do web design and development for our clients. And we also are trying to build Pixel Pieces, which is our WEBFLOW template and component library. So we're working away at that, and it's going pretty good, at least in terms of the development side. And we're going to be plugging away, trying to get lots of customers here over the summer and into the fall. Lots of stuff in the pipelines for videos and all that kind of fun marketing stuff. One thing I wanted to talk a little bit about today is a little bit about, I guess you can almost call it like my personal brand and what I actually want to do with it. Because there's been a few things that I've done over the years that I think could use some consolidation and maybe a little bit of thought in terms of how I'm going to move forward with it. So I guess one thing that I'll say is, I think 2-3 years ago now, my wife and I started kind of a little personal brand, kind of a little lifestyle thing. It's called the Nut Up Life, and we started a podcast with it. And the whole idea and the whole premise behind it was that, there's certain things that we want to do in our lives, and how we want to live our lives, that we feel leads to having a better life, and it's kind of, things that are outside the box or outside of mainstream, and things that aren't really, I guess I would say, talked about a lot in terms of, well, just I guess maybe in the mainstream, I guess, in terms of how to live your life and just, things around that area. So we had that, and then I could even just bring it up here actually. Let me share my screen. And then we kind of turned it into this site here as well too, where my wife and we started a podcast, just Odum Andrea, just what have you. And we were just podcasting, and what we were doing was we were just talking about these great books of people that were very inspiring to us and people that have done some kind of really cool things. And we're starting a podcast and just absolutely love doing it, but we just, I know we just kind of took a break from it because there were so many other things that were going on in our lives. But it was kind of around the same philosophy and point of view that we're always looking for different ways that we can live our life. And, we've always been the types of people to never really kind of just go and be settled with kind of, I don't want to say living a life that's ordinary, like there's anything wrong with that, but we were just always looking for doing things a little bit different, just doing things that make sense for us. Like for one thing, if you look at our YouTube channel, back in 2018, we took everything, sold everything, and just like hopped on in a car and like we're traveling across Canada and America, and there's a whole big fun and games, I guess you can say, with what happened during that trip. But it's all on our YouTube channel, so things like that. We're not like, I'm not shy from taking certain risks, I guess you could say, in terms of how we want to kind of live our lives. So anyways, so we have this site here, which is kind of a membership site. So the other one was a membership site as well too. And lately, I think I'm not sure if this was last year, whenever I started this. Well, we could see here, this was September. So it's getting even close to a year now, which is kind of crazy. So I started doing these weekly blog posts of just about kind of almost having it a little bit more of a narrow focus in terms of like, hey, I'm just going to write the whole process of what it's like and what I'm doing to create this $1 million business and this $1 million company, or a company that, can generate $1 million, right? So, and while that was okay, I've just been really finding that what I really want to do and what I really enjoy doing is, number one, I really enjoy doing this live stream. And number two, I really enjoy podcasting. I absolutely love podcasting with Andrea, but I also kind of want to change it a little bit too, to have conversations with other people. Instead of talking about people, we talk in the books. We can actually talk to those people in an actual podcast. So we're talking a lot about how we're going to set up a podcast and all that kind of stuff. And I think I want to go there. And I want to think about as well too what to do with the membership side, because we do have people that were, number one, if you've joined our memberships, either the Nut Up Life or Odum Andrea, thank you so much. We super appreciate that support, because obviously it helps us do the things that we're doing today. And I'm really trying to think about how to kind of roll that up into kind of the new program that we're going to kind of be launching now that things are starting to get a little bit settled down in terms of at least like what the direction is with business and with kind of what I want to do personally, both myself and kind of as a family. And I'm basically thinking that I want to, for whatever site that we have, I think I want to put down just the bare bones, just like the foundation of creating just a site now that just a one-page landing page says, hey, listen, this is what I'm doing. This is the goals. And every day I talk about this on my live stream, and just even live streaming about it, I think is enough. Like, I don't think I want to get bogged down so much right now and having to write different blog posts or membership content or any of that stuff. I just need to get the content out there and just start growing the base of people that kind of watch me on a regular basis. Fish 3010, welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. That's a nice journey you have set up for yourself or yourselves. I wish you the best in that. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Funny side, just stumbled on the channel, and I previously had a domain name very similar with your brand. I'm curious, which domain are you talking about, and what I guess would be like what's similar to your brand and what you're working on? So I imagine that you're working on something similar too. So I'd love to hear what you're working on. Right. So I think we're going to take this. We're going to take this unconventional mindset. We're going to take this podcast thing, and we're just going to create something that's very, very minimal for right now. And I think what I would like is to just capture email addresses. So if we can just capture email addresses, I think that would be really, really great for a starting point, so that whenever we do decide to, number one, launch our podcast, and number two, relaunch our membership program, then like having those emails is just always a good thing, because it's never too early to start collecting email addresses, right? And then what we can do, of course, is we can focus on building pixel pieces and marketing our business so we can get to that, $1 million in revenue, because that's number one priority right now, right? So we need to do that. And the more we're going to start publishing videos, the more we're going to start marketing, the more people are going to start knowing about us, hopefully anyways, right? Then the more people are going to kind of stumble upon, who is this guy? What is this guy all about? And then if there's just a newsletter list that somebody can sign up to just get more information, then that's perfect, right? Just capture those leads, right? Fish. Yeah, capturing email addresses, phone number, and either first name is the must-have for lead generation. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think I won't do phone numbers. I think I'll just do first name and email address, and just stick it for that, because this is like bare bones first cold, obviously, like very, very not super cold lead, but just pretty cold lead in terms of somebody that came across some of my videos and was like, hey, you know what's this guy up to? Maybe I'd like to learn more. Because I also don't know what I kind of want to do with these leads as well too. So it's really just anybody that's interested in the stuff that I do, and kind of even just talk about a little bit about the philosophy of why I do what I do. So I think, this is going to be like a super, like, so simple of a website, and it's going to be probably pretty disgusting in terms of, if you're a designer, like me, you're going to look at it and be like, what are you doing? This is like crazy, but that's okay. We're going to go super, super simple with this, because we just want to get it out the door. Right. I don't even know if we need to Figma this up. I think we might even skip that. Should we go into Figma or not? Because I'm really thinking of literally like a black and white page. It's just going to be a one pager with just some very basic information and just the lead magnet, right? So So yeah, we don't even need to do that. And one thing I was going to do, so this website now is live, and I've already paid for this website in a yearly plan for WEBFLOW. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to reuse this site and then just forward, like I'm going to change I'm going to change the domain as well to just have it as my name. And then, yeah, I'll just forward over this domain to the new one, and all the other assets that I have as well too. Okay. Yeah, that's the plan. So let's just create a new page completely here. Let's just call this new home just for right now. Okay, perfect. Fish, you have me really curious now in terms of like what is it that you do, and what is it that brought you here today? Because you were saying that you just stumbled upon my channel because you're looking for something that was similar to my brand. So I'm very curious. Okay, I think one thing we might be able to duplicate, not so much even duplicate, but just to reuse is, we can reuse this form. Let's take a look. Yeah, and this form, I do believe, let's take a look at the settings here of this form. Yeah. Right, it's going to that MailChimp list. That's fine. I actually like that. So let's copy that. And why is this not pinned? Anyways, there's pinned. I always forget this. Sorry. Let me zoom in here. Right. And I don't even think we're gonna go so simple with this, or I'm not even gonna bring in the style guide or anything like that, because this is gonna be a very, very basic site. Like I'm talking back in 1995 site. So I previously had a domain, tried to go international with it. Name is Pixelotic. Oh, cool. Pixelotic. I like that. Anything with pixels. Great. Change the branding completely to something else locally only. Okay. Also web design, WordPress based. Yeah, there's a couple guys here that come on the stream regularly that are WordPress guys as well too. I still have the Pixelotic domain, but it's parked, and I think it's redirected to the current one. Don't even know for sure. Yeah. So WordPress based. Do you just do simply WordPress like for clients, or are you open to other platforms? When I first started doing freelance work and design work for clients, this was back in 2007 is when I started doing client work. And it was all WordPress. I remember learning everything. I started using WordPress when it was like 2.2 or 2.3, something like that, back in the day. But then I've been converted over to a WEBFLOW guy. Just the way it happened. Okay, so let's throw this into a container here. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so there's going to be some things we're going to have to fix up because of the styling here, but we'll worry about that later. So I think it's just going to be... So I want to talk about... What do I even want to talk about? I guess I just want to describe... I just want to describe what I do and like why I do it. And then, hey, if it interests you, then go ahead and join, right? And then we can go from there. So yeah, we'll try that. Currently learning a Laravel. Oh, Laravel. That name sounds super familiar. Laravel. Oh, right. It's a PHP framework. Okay. Write code for the joy of it. Full stack PHP. Interesting. Yeah, somebody was telling me about this too. I'm sure this isn't the first time I looked this up. So currently learning Laravel. Yeah, I don't know object-oriented programming language concepts. So learning a new language is not an issue. Oh, I do know. Okay, I don't know, but learning new languages is not an issue. I'm like, what? But yeah, you do know it. Yeah. So, oh, that's really cool. Right on. How are you finding it? I mean, frameworks. Yeah, I mean, the framework that I have the most experience with is using Ruby on Rails and learning Ruby. And yeah, building Rail apps. I love working in Rails. So this one I've heard of it, never used it. But looking here, I mean, this seems pretty nice and clean. Anyways. That's one of the things. That's one of the things that I'm going to be doing as well too. So I'll just skip forward a little bit into this one. Well, hang on. They have really nice subdomain, Larcas, which offer free career path tutorial courses. You love the framework. Cool. That's awesome. Yeah, it's really great. If they can give you all that content and all that information for free. Yeah. So that's really, really cool. So that's one of the things. Yeah, I love that. And that's one of the things that I want to do with Pixel, and to be able to give people the information, that I know for free, stuff that I've learned along the way in terms of my career, freelance and working for other companies and all that kind of stuff. And if it could help people get a job and just get more skills and kind of pursue their dreams, then I'm all for that. So I'm looking forward to that. So PS, I hate YouTube stream delays. It's almost a 1 minute delay. So I'm having a 1 minute delay. So this is what's really frustrating. I'm not sure exactly how this goes. So I guess you're seeing a 1 minute delay because of like the comments or whatever. It's really annoying because when I start the stream, I put my stream to ultra, like I even show you right here, like it's ultra low latency. So I shouldn't even have a latency. And I know for a fact that my upload speed is fast, and it should be fast. Speed test. Like I should have, I have a gigabit, whatever, internet. So it should be fast. You don't need, just do the ping. So yeah, so I got fast. I mean, this is download, so let's wait to see what happens with the upload. But I hate delays too, because I mean, it's hard to have like a conversation. But then again, it's tough. Yeah. So there you go. Like, I mean, I have super fast upload. So yeah, I don't know. It is what it is for this, but I don't know if there's anything I can do. Yeah, I'm from Europe, Transylvania. Ooh. I was just talking to somebody at hockey today, and they just did a bike trip kind of across a lot of parts of Europe. And I was just like, because I've never been to Europe, and I was like, I'm jealous. I want to go. So, but I could see you seeing the same thing. I've never been to Canada. I want to go to Canada. But anyways, right on. I don't think that should be an issue on your settings. Maybe it's just a YouTube and their thing. Yeah. I don't know. Do I have a Discord channel? I do, and it's just getting started, so there's not much to it right now. In fact, there's not much in it at all. But I don't even know. How do I? Well, I do know. Okay, what if you go to Pixel or Pixel Pieces? Hang on, I'll bring it up here. Well, I'm already online, so hang on. I don't need to join myself. But that's the link. I don't know. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. So maybe I'll throw this in the chat if you'd want to join. So, which would be awesome. So thank you for joining or even thinking about it. Yeah, so here we are. And I've just been getting it going. I'm not like, I know myself, like, oh, I just see you joining right there, right on. So I'm just trying to get stuff figured out with bots and stuff. So I've just been watching a few YouTube videos on how to set things up. And Kevin, who's also usually on the stream, he was helping me walk through it one time as well too. So I'm just trying to figure it out because I don't even go on Discord. I've never been on Discord. Like I know how it works. I've done Slack for work and all that kind of stuff, but so still trying to figure things out, and nothing is going on. Yeah. So this is you. So I think I can wave, right? View more reactions. There should be, yeah. Something like that. All right, cool. Well, thanks for joining. One of these things too, we'll have to figure out what to do with this Discord. But once I start posting videos and doing a lot of marketing, I'm definitely going to be pretty active in terms of trying to get people involved in Pixel and Pixel Pieces and what it is that we're working on. And maybe a bunch of other stuff too. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? All right. So, right. Oh, there's one thing I wanted to say too about, what was I talking about? Kind of the things that I want to work on and the things that I think are really important in terms of kind of living a good life. And, oh, right. We were talking about, what the hell? Oh yeah. Learning new languages. And learning new programming languages. For me, just always developing new skills and learning new things and being active in, oh geez, excuse me, trying to become like a better person. Like, I'm thinking it would be really, really cool to do something like on a live stream, because I live stream every day trying to build a business, which is kind of really cool. But I'd also like to do other things too, where I live stream trying to do other things in life, like whether it's, hey, trying to learn a new language, even if it's just a spoken language, or even trying to learn a new programming language, and just, documenting the process is just documenting the journey, not for the sake of any reason other than to just document it, and to kind of create this story and this narrative that goes, hey, you know what, if you spend an hour or 2 hours every single day working on this specific skill or craft or whatever it is, look how far you can come in a year or in 2 years. Because that's what I see for this channel and these videos is that what's going to happen in 2 years, when Pixel becomes huge and I get to the $1 million and, go beyond, there's going to be this amazing record of like, hey, look at what was done on a day-to-day basis, where on the individual day, it's like, it doesn't look like much gets done. But then when you take a step back and you look at look what happens when you work for 3 years straight or whatever the case may be. Look how far you can go and look what you can accomplish. So that's kind of my mindset and the philosophy of what I want to go. And this whole personal brand is kind of about that whole thing of, how can you be like 1% better every single day or every single week or whatever the case may be. Personal development, I think that goes hand in hand with being an entrepreneur. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you definitely have to have that mindset. Life skills, professional skills overall go hand in hand with everything that is business related. Yeah, 100%. And a lot of business too is from a lot of smarter people that have told me that are much more successful than me, that a lot of business too is just learning how to just deal with people and just talk with people. And getting those personal skills as well too. So, do you have charisma? Are you, good to be around, fun to be around, not a pain in the ass to deal with? And then just by having different skills and different life experiences just makes you a more interesting person as well too, which then makes it easier for you to be maybe more charismatic and people would want to, hang out with you and talk with you and all that kind of stuff. Okay. So, right. So we want to, okay. Principles. So let's see, what can we say here? What can I talk about here? I could just say, okay, so I'm copying something that I've written down before. I could say, and I live live stream. Everything that I'm doing to build a $1 million business. Okay, we'll wordsmith this later. Also live stream the things that I believe are important to living a good life. I don't want to say happy life because there's it's almost saying like a loaded word of being happy and always being happy and, you know, the pursuit of happiness. I don't know. I think that's maybe a little too pie in the sky, but I think living a good life and having a successful life isn't so much of like, I'm just happy all the time. It's just, you know, maybe bringing out the old David Goggins in me, thinking about the struggle. Like when you go through something that's really difficult and you struggle and you do, you know, you have a little bit of suffering or whatever you want to call it. But when you come out of that on the other side, you just enjoy it. You know, like the fruit tastes so much sweeter when you've had to like work for it. You know what I mean? So you don't always want to have, I'm just going to sit by the ocean and just relax on the beach for the rest of my life drinking pina coladas. I mean, that sounds to me, that sounds like hell. Like I would not want that. Like where's the joy in that? Where's the struggle? Where's the bettering of yourself? Right. But yeah, happy and good can be can be way different. Yeah. Good can have a lot of bad moments. Being happy can be because of ignorance as well. Yeah. Neither are bad though. Each person with their own way. Yeah. No, that's a really good way to think about it is that, yeah, it's like good, bad, you know, happy, sad. It's not necessarily that those are inherently good or bad, but yeah, it depends on how you take it. Depends on, like how you see things and then how you, like, I don't know, incorporate that into your life. You know, how you take those moments and what, you know, what becomes of you after that, experiencing them. So yeah. But yeah, it gets even more like philosophical stuff or stuff that, you know, I'm definitely not the person to speak to that by any stretch of the imaginations. But I know what I think are the things that I'm trying to do right now to live the best life that I possibly can. And I'm sure that I'll say things today and tomorrow or whatever that in 5 years from now, I'll be like, yeah, I was wrong. Or I kind of had this new way of thinking about it. Right. And I think it's just the pursuit of being the best person that you can be. I think that's just the worthy goal in itself. Because with life too, there's no finish line. There's no, I've made it and I'm done. You know, it's just something that you always work towards. At least I think, anyways. Exactly. Part of the journey. That's the way we progress. Yeah. And just, what is it like? What's that saying there? You know, don't forget to stop and smell the roses or something like that. Where it's just like, yeah, just enjoy the journey and enjoy the process and take joy in the process. Like I know, for example, one of the things that I've always been up and down with is weight loss and just trying to be in shape. And I've gone up, down, like it's just been kind of a nightmare. It's all over, even on my YouTube channel. But anyways, it's one thing to have like a goal. It's like, I want to be at, you know, this specific weight or whatever. And it's like, sometimes it's hard to pull away from the number on the scale, or I want to be, you know, I want to lose, you know, 20 kilos, whatever. But sometimes it's like, you know what, just every day enjoy the fact that you're working hard and you're getting in shape and you're getting, you're getting stronger or whatever, you know, your cardio is getting better. Just enjoy those little victories and that little things that you're doing to get you to where you want to go. So yeah, anyways. Yeah, this stuff that's really interesting. This episode here today is a little bit different than my usual thing where we're just actually just doing design or development work, but that's okay. At the end of the day, it's all kind of similar. Okay. So what do we want to do? So I have this little statement here. Let me copy this here and say, we'll wordsmith this later on, but this is just something very, very simple and a placeholder for now. So I believe there are 5 key principles. I don't even know if I want to say it like that, but that lead to a life filled with like meaning and purpose. That's kind of the same thing. Yeah. Okay. Totally. We'll fix that. That's horrible, but we'll fix it. Okay. So, right. So we have personal and financial freedom. So that's the big thing that I'm working on right now, of course, with trying to build this business. Second is, I'll say personal. Actually, should these be in order of importance? I don't know if there's so much in order of importance, but personal, financial freedom. I'll say I'll say like health and fitness, but also like healthy lifestyle. I don't know exactly how to say that. Or just living a healthy lifestyle. Because at the end of the day, especially with kids, and if you can't chase around kids and you want to be healthy for your family and make sure that you can live a good life with as much as pain-free as possible. Like I know, again, sitting down here, me being at computers for a good part of my life, lower back pain, all those kinds of issues, right? It's you want to make sure that you're always living that active lifestyle. I think, active, not healthy, active. I think that's the word I'm looking for. So I'll have to figure out what that, health and fitness, active lifestyle. Weird enough, I'm not familiar with WEBFLOW. Is this a similar tool with Figma, prototyping stuff? Yeah, so no, it's quite different than Figma. And so basically, I don't even know how to explain WEBFLOW. It's basically a visual interface to build websites and code HTML and CSS. So like this website right here, well, what could be a good, maybe I could take you on a quick, very, very quick tour here. So we have, let's go to Pixel Pieces. So yeah, is that a fair way to say it? Like a visual way to design? I don't even know what they say on their own website. But yeah, so this Pixel Pieces, so this is the company where people can log in, become a member, and access WEBFLOW components. So you can almost think of WEBFLOW components almost like WordPress components, not like a plugin, but just like a little thing that, say you can buy this component, you can cut and paste it and put it in like your WordPress, but instead this is in WEBFLOW. So this website or this web page, it's all built in WEBFLOW. So you can go here, like this is an H3 heading, and I can go in and I could type in, change the text, and then around here on the, let me zoom in here. On the right side here, you have all these different like layout, spacing, size. These will all just are like CSS attributes that you can have onto the elements, which are here on the navigator page. So it's like you put in the elements, and then you style them, and then you visually build the website. So like how it looks here is exactly how it's going to look on the site. So when you're done here, you just hit publish, and it literally pushes everything to production. So if I go here and I look at Pixel Pieces, this is the website, and it's built completely in this platform. And it's super nice because you have to write it's basically like a no-code way to build websites. And publish them and like deploy them to production. So it's really, really powerful. So it's really, really cool. I see. Yeah. Like a visual builder, exactly like you mentioned, like WordPress has some builders and say, it could almost be like Elementor, but maybe a little bit more than that because there's more kind of like backend stuff. But yeah, it's like a visual page builder, but it also has a database. They call it collections. So you can go in and have different, why is it showing no items here? That's weird. I don't know why it's not loading. But anyways, so you can have different collections, and then so you can make stuff more dynamic. like obviously, with like a database. But yeah, it's really, really cool. And what sold me on it is the fact that when I build sites for clients, like if this was a client site as an example, for them to edit it, they don't even need to go into backend. They just hit like !edit, and then it brings you up to something where you can log in, and then they log in, and then they can just click on like the title, like the H1, and then they could visually edit the text right there. So they don't have to go into any backend stuff for the most part. Sometimes you can, and depending on the client, all that kind of stuff. So there's lots of, nuance or whatever, but it's so much easier for me to teach my clients how to use Webflow than it is to teach them how to use WordPress and the managing of WordPress and then all the plugins and all the, I switched over back in 2019, 2020, something like that, from WordPress to Webflow. So, so you can do backend stuff on it too. Logic programming. Yeah. So you can, it's limited. It's limited. It's limited. They actually have something in there that's called logic. So you can create different flows, and it's not the greatest. But if you want to do stuff that is outside of Webflow, like there's a lot of third-party integrations, like with Zapier or what have you, to connect external tools. And if you want to do stuff that's really, really complex, you're generally probably going to use some type of external tool and maybe just use Webflow to visually design the front end of everything and then have something else control the back end. The edit stuff is pure genius. Yeah. And again, for clients too, when they just want, I just want a 5-10 page website or whatever, you just build it up in this super quick and you just publish it, and everything's super fast. They take care of everything. So all the hosting and everything, there's no updates, there's no plugins, none of that garbage. And then it just works. And then they can edit it so smoothly. There's a couple things, like anything, a tool, there's trade-offs. The interface to actually writing a blog post, it's not nice. It's not like WordPress. It's not like Ghost. It's not like any of those platforms. So there's a trade-off there, but, for having something that's work and that's quick and that's easy for clients, I mean, it's really, really good. So nice. I'll definitely take a look at it. Yeah, thank you. No, thank you. But again, it's, I'm not here. I'm not affiliated with WordPress with Webflow at all. I guess I shouldn't say that. The one thing that I know I do have like an affiliate link on my website, or even it's even probably in this description in this video. Anyways, so that if anyone ever clicks on Webflow and they sign up, then I get like a referral bonus or something like that. But other than that, I don't go out promoting Webflow. I just talk about it because I actually do love it, because I mean my whole business is based on it. So, so that's not too bad. So yeah, business has been good. So I won't complain. I enjoy Webflow. But yeah, for me, like pixel pieces, this will be probably the most complex thing that I want to do that's almost strictly with Webflow, because there is like login and there is payments and all that kind of stuff, and members and member dashboards and all that kind of stuff, and accounts. And we had to use third-party integrate. Like you can't just use Webflow for that. So I had to use Member Stack to handle memberships, and Stripe to handle payments, and Zapier to do automated tasks. Yeah, I think that's the tech stack. I'm using MailChimp, of course, for like newsletters and stuff, but that's not like required. But yeah, I think that's it. I think that's the stack. I have Airtable too. I shouldn't say Airtable as well, but I'm not really using it right now, but I'm still sending all my, it's almost like a duplicate copy of the database in Airtable, because I'm going to be doing things when people can go in and they log in, and then they can favorite the different components that they want to use. So we're going to have that to have a little bit more of a better user experience once people actually log in and access the site. But yeah, if you are looking to check out Webflow, one thing that I would love, because I'm at the stage right now where I'm really looking for people to help me test out WEBFLOW, test out the components that I have here on Pixel Pieces, and you're free to join. And if you even want access to like the full on-site, just let me know. I've said this many times in my stream. Just let me know. I'll send you like a coupon code or whatever. I'll just switch your account to like the pro account for free, and then can have at it. And the only thing that I would ask in return is just let me know what you think, and let me know how I could kind of make the product better. Because that's the stage that I'm at right now. Is trying to make the product as good as it possibly can be. All right. Okay. So personal and financial freedom. Yeah. Health and fitness, active lifestyle, and like personal growth and development. I need to add a new list. I'm sure there's a shortcut key for this to figure it out. Personal growth and meaningful work. This is something that's really important to me, because I've spent so much time working on a job that I've hated, and maybe it's just as I get older, but if you're at a job that you absolutely hate it, you got to do whatever you can to get out of it as quickly as possible, and try to find something that brings some sense of purpose and meaning in your life. Again, it doesn't have to be work that you're so over the moon that you're ecstatic to wake up every morning and be like, yay, I'm doing the best job ever. Because even if you're like a professional, whatever, you love football, hockey, whatever the case may be, and you love it, even then it can end up becoming like work, right? But as long as if you're doing things that bring you some type of joy or fulfillment, I think that's kind of where to aim for. And I know for me, teaching has always been the thing that I loved. I loved teaching when I was at the university, and that's why I'm really excited for all these courses that I want to make and all these videos that I'm making that are educational in nature, where it's just, if I can get someone to have those aha moments and be like, oh, I get this concept, or whatever the case may be, and they could learn from me, I can have that sense of fulfillment of like, yeah, I've contributed, I've done something positive to the world, right? Fulfillment. Fulfilling work. Fulfilling. Is that even spelled right? Fulfilling. I guess so. And then the last one is, I'll just say building / having, again, meaningful, using that word a lot, meaningful, personal relationships. Just having a few friends that you can count on, family that you can count on, people that will have your back and that you want to have the back for them. It's so important, I think anyways, to have those people in your life that you can count on. And I think we've all seen, especially over the past few years with the pandemic and things closing down, and, I know it was really bad here in Canada where you even had curfews in some places, which is insane. But the damage it did to people being socially isolated, it's not good. We need to have those relationships. We need to have people that we can just count on and get together. Yeah. So, and people that push you as well too, surround yourself by people that want you to do good, that want to be inspired by you and push you to do better. So yeah. So we'll have this, and then really then we're going to have it. So, how should we even say this? Let's see what I have here. Sorry, I'm taking a look at some other work that I've done. Maybe Page not found. Pages. Nothing there. Okay. Let's say if any of this sounds, I don't know, interesting to you. I'll just say, if anything's, I think you should. I just want to talk more like plain English, right? Like you're actually talking to a human. I think you should, for my newsletter below, and just say, I occasionally, actually, I don't even know what I'm going to be doing and how I'm even going to be using this newsletter. Okay. I'll park that just for a second and let's see what we can do to at least design this a little bit. Okay, so I'm just going to put this in a div. Whoops, no. I think what we'll do is we'll put our padding here on the wrapper. And then this container, can I rename this to lowercase? There we go. And let's bring this in quite a bit. Maybe even something like this, 50. So we want it maybe, it's about, 700 pixels? 50 times 60, no, it's 800 pixels. So I was off. That's okay. Okay. So it's almost like in my ideal world, I would have live streams or some combination of videos or whatever that illustrate all the things that I'm doing in each one of these kind of categories, right? So like personal financial freedom, you click this, you get to, this live stream. So health and fitness, maybe there's something else where I'm live streaming. Hey, I'm trying to learn how to do, I want to get to my blue belt in jiu-jitsu as an example, right? Or I'm trying to learn how to learn gymnastics. I don't know, whatever, right? And personal growth, that's where it's like, okay, well, here's me taking the time to learn a different language or learn how to play a musical instrument, whatever the case may be. And maybe over time, there'll be more things too, right? So like I just know there's lots of things in my life too that I want to get better at. Like for example, like photography. I love photography. And like I'm decent. In terms of the best photographers ever out there, I'm like a zero. But like I love photography and I love my cameras. But I've never deliberately have been like put aside like an hour a day to try to get better at that craft, right? The only thing that I've ever really done to get really, really good at, obviously when I was a kid playing guitar, but as an adult, it's like web design. It was like, I want to learn everything I can about this because I love it, and it's because I can make lots of money out of this. So let's figure that out. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, but anyways, in the future, again, we can figure out how that's all going to work. But for now, I don't know. So what camera do you use for photography? So when I first started out, I bought myself an A6300. I mean, I had like the point and shoot stuff way back in the day. And then like film stuff, but, which is also pretty cool now because it's retro or whatever. But I started off with an A6300, and then I shot on that for quite a long time. But now I have a Sony A7 IV. Yeah, I think A7 IV. And this right here is an A7C. So I'm a Sony shooter. So, you know, if you're a Nikon or a Canon, then, you know, we can still be friends, I guess. We can still be friends. But yeah, I don't know. I just got Sony because I think at the time I was shooting 4K because I was mostly more into videos than taking photos. But they had the great 4K on that A6300. So except for overheating issues, but that's for another day. So do you do lots of photography? Yeah, photography is fantastic. I don't know. I love looking at pictures that are just really good. It's just so cool. It's so cool. Yeah, that's top. Yeah, I mingled with Sony a bit with A6100 and A7 II. Now you're a Nikon guy, Z6. Yeah, great camera. I mean, I remember talking to some professional photographers, and when I was kind of just getting into it, and they were saying, and this was even back like 8 years ago, they're like, you know what? It doesn't matter what camera you buy. They're all so good now that just learn how to use that camera and just learn about light and learn about like composition and all that stuff. And then you're gonna take a fantastic photo, even with your phone. Well, I mean, phones are still there. That's a little bit of another issue, but for the most part, just understand, learn the craft, right? But looking to get back at Sony, I do photography as a hobby. Yeah, so it's kind of like the same with me. I guess kind of like a hobby thing, but I would love to get good. It would be nice. I was thinking too at one point trying to build some type of career around photography. You know, obviously never happened. I'll just leave it at that. The autofocus and colors on Sony are my favorite, but love the glass on Nikon more than anything. Body like Sony, glass is Nikon. Yeah. I mean, yeah, glass stuff, like I don't know too much about glass per se, but I know I try to buy like the mid-range. I try to buy as best as I can, but obviously not buying like the top of the line. I'm shooting right now. This is a Sigma 35 mil 1.4 art, and I think it was like $1,000 Canadian. So that's like what, I don't know, 800 US. And I have another one on my Sony now. I have the 50 mil 1.4 art lens. And that was about $1,000 or something like that. And they're for me, it's fantastic lenses, super super sharp, great focus. But I mean, I know Sigma, they make lenses for Nikons and Canons too, right? So I guess it's just different. Yeah, Art Sigma stuff are top stuff. Yeah, I think that's exactly why I chose them. The performance and the price point, it's like that sweet spot. Because if you look at, I was looking at the 50 mil, was it the 50 mil? Or the 24 mil for, yeah, this is a 24. I think it's 24. Or is it 35? I can't even remember now. Anyways, but I think like the 24 mil for the Sigma was like $1,000. But then you look at the Sony native lens, it was like double the price. And the performance was maybe slightly better on a couple fringe things. It's like, oh, look at the chromatic aberration here. When you zoom in, it's like, I don't care about that stuff. Like, I'm not that good that's going to be like a deal breaker to me. You know, they both look super sharp, and that's good for me. But for me, like for portraits, because I think the thing that I love the most, and I would love to be like a portrait photographer, is to make sure that when you're shooting, you get that eye just like super, super tack sharp. That's super, super cool. Anyways, I've done some portrait shoots too before for the place I used to work at. I was like, yeah, I'll take photos of everybody. So I had everybody come in for 2 days. I was doing a bunch of like corporate like headshots, I guess you can say. That was pretty fun. It's fun too. It's kind of hard because you have to talk to people to try to get them to have like a natural smile, especially because people hate being in front of the camera and don't know. So like, I love that aspect of photography, of just trying to get like a natural look out of people. Anyways. Yeah, nowadays even entry level stuff looks insanely good. Even phones are getting very close to top tier quality video wise. Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. It's getting insane. I mean, you get these phones with these like crazy, like I don't know how many dozens of megapixels and this and that and whatever whatever they have going on. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. Which is a good thing though. I think that's the more people have access to things, the better. What's up? Yeah.
Would you working on do like bacon BLT wraps today?
Hmm.
Would you like roasted potatoes to go with that?
What time?
5?
Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. Like wraps? Like.
Not in the wrap, just on it as a side.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds good.
You can also just have a sandwich with your bread if you want to.
Well, there's some leftovers too, right? Yeah. Okay.
So, but do you want potatoes?
Yeah. Well, I'll just do leftovers then. I'll get rid of it then.
Okay, so no potatoes for you.
Yeah. All right. Sorry about that. Just getting supper all situated. Oh my goodness. I don't want to swallow some ice. Yeah, BLT wraps. You heard correct. Yeah. So BLT wraps with potatoes, but there's some leftover stuff as well too. It might finish. So. Yep. That's my wife, Andrea. She's the best making supper. That's good. She takes care of the house and I take care of the money. That's the arrangement. Okay, where are we? What were we talking about? Oh, we were talking about camera stuff. Yeah, cameras are crazy. The new ones on the phone. Okay. So, right. Shit. What were we? Yeah, this is pretty much all that I want. I already have that class. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, let's figure this out. What font are we? We're using articulate font as well, so we don't want that. What other font do we have? FK Roman. Okay, we'll have to figure out our fonts. I want everything to be probably pretty small. Let's go back to paragraphs and no, maybe 1.3. I'll give this a margin here. Give it some spacing. Maybe, yeah, I could almost rewrite this to say something about, I live stream every day, trying to do things that are important to me, blah, blah, blah. So like right now, I'm doing a live stream on building $1 million business. And then if I have other ones, I could link to them as well too. And then let's go into our lists here, all ordered lists. Actually, it's going to be on the list items, eh? Again, 1.3. And then the margin below, probably about 0.5. paragraphs. Let's give this a little bit more space. And then our lists here, we can do the same. Oops, not 1.5 pixels, 1.5 relative EMs. REM? I think that's what that stands for. Okay. And all labels here again. And 1.3. Field label, form input field. Let's rename this. Height 3.5. It's maybe a little bit too much. Let's go with 3. And then we'll go with button. Do that the same. Button size 1. Yeah, that's not going to matter. Okay. Let's go to all labels. Yeah. Okay, so like literally it's just going to be this, like, and whatever text I might think needs to be on here. And then we can build on this, because then we can we'll put the podcast on when we're ready to have the podcast. And then that, again, that's probably, I mean, the studio's getting built right here in the back, but that's probably not going to get started until the September, like in the fall, I would imagine. So, but when that's done, that could be here. And then, yeah, anything else that I do that has more live streams and more videos that can kind of go in here, I could kind of create some pages that talk about that. So, yeah, keeping it very, very simple. So, I know I did some stuff before. Let me bring this up on another page here. Wonder. Oops. Let me zoom in a little bit on this, make it a little bit bigger, maybe easier for you guys to see. Wonder if it'd be good to have something for people that, you know, just scan, right? Say something like, one day at a time. And, oh, what the heck happened? Oh, right here. Building a better life. One day at a time. And then we could talk about what it is that I'm doing. And I have a daily live stream documenting the things that I'm doing to try to build a better life or something like that, right? Daily live stream where I document the things that I'm doing. to build a better life for, I don't even know if I should say it, myself and my family. Currently, I'm live streaming. What is it? What's the sentence? I think I just deleted it. Currently, I'm live streaming. Do we have it right here? A journey to building $1 million business. I think I don't want to say like live stream. I think, and I'm documenting the things I'm doing to build a better life for myself and my family. Currently, I live stream my process of building I guess I could just say building $1 million business. Right. And then I could say, so what does it mean to build a better life? And I could say, I believe there are 5 key principles that lead to, maybe I'd just say like a better life. Yeah. So, okay, my name, blah, blah, blah. I'm documenting the things I'm doing to build a better life for myself and my family. I mean, I could just say myself for right now. Don't need to get too crazy or too specific here. I'm documenting things that I'm doing to build a better life for myself. Currently, I live stream my process. Currently, I have should I say a daily live stream? Or like a weekday? I don't know. We'll wordsmith that later. A daily live stream. No, that changes the whole sentence. Yeah, so currently I live stream. Okay, I'll have to fix that sentence. It's not very good. So what does it mean to build a better life? I believe there are 5 key principles that lead to a better life. Personal and financial freedom. I'll say health, fitness, and living an active lifestyle. Personal growth and development. Yep. I'll say doing meaningful and doing meaningful and fulfilling work. Do I like the ampersand instead of the and? Health, fitness, and living an active lifestyle. And I could just say having meaningful personal relationships. Right. So we could almost say something. While I'm currently only live streaming streaming my personal my journey towards personal and financial freedom. I do talk about the other aspects of my life that I'm working on in my newsletter. Then we could say, so if any of this sounds interesting to you, I think you should sign up for my newsletter below. And then I think I just want to have one thing. Oh, geez, where are you going? One thing below where it shows free to subscribe, and say I'll say always easy to unsubscribe anytime with one click. There we go. All right. Now looking at the paragraphs, I think we need a little more line height, but it's tough to tell because I'm zoomed in. Let me zoom out to, so this is at 100%. Yeah, that looks good. I'm just thinking that those sandwiches, I'm kind of hungry. Building a better life, one day at a time. And do I even need to get so specific into what are the things that I'm live streaming? I don't even think I need to. I'm not trying to sell anybody or anything here, right? So don't maybe think like that. And I live stream on YouTube. The things oops, what happened there? The things I'm doing to build a better life for myself. And then I'll just keep it like that. And then we don't even need this, I think. Do we need that one? So what does it mean to build a better life? I believe there are 5 key principles. Right. I think, yeah. Fish, hey man, happy to find you around. Yeah, no, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate the chat. We'll be around soon, but have to go now. You're doing great. Keep up the good stuff. See you around. Yeah, no, thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for joining me today, and of course for signing up for Discord. So looking forward to chatting with you soon. So yeah, have a good one, and we'll see you next time. Okay, so let's see. What can we do to keep moving this thing forward? Yeah, so we don't really care so much about talking about what it is that we're doing right now. Again, this is kind of, I don't think anybody's going to come to this site and just see it first and like want to subscribe. It's really for people that see me on YouTube and be like, oh, I'll just link to it. Like, hey, sign up for my newsletter if you're interested in learning more about what it is that I do. So I think we can say something about. So if you're interested, and like, do we put it back to the individual? If you're invested, interested, I forgot an R, interested. There we go. Interested in, like, say, living a better life. Ooh, that sounds kind of cheesy, but then I'd love it if you signed up for my newsletter below, so we can connect. That's kind of cheesy. We can fix this. Okay. One at a time, blah, blah, blah. Personal growth and development. Yeah. Okay. No, that's fine. If you're interested in that. Is this about the time where we ask chat to see if we can get a little bit of help? I think we'll go text size 0.75. 0.75. Right. Okay, building a better life one day at a time. My name is Odum, and I live stream on YouTube the things I'm doing to build a better life for myself. So what does it mean to build a better life? I believe there are 5 key principles that lead to a better life. Personal financial freedom. And financial freedom. Health, fitness, and living an active lifestyle. Personal growth and development. Doing meaningful, I think we'll just say meaningful work. Having meaningful personal relationships. If you're interested, I think I'll say, if any of these principles sound interesting to you, I think you'd love to, no, I think you should sign up for my newsletter where I talk more about these things. Yeah, super simple. Yeah, like this is it. This is like the website. Yeah. But I only want to have one font. So let's go back here. Or should it be, maybe that should be bold. Maybe we'll bold that because it's like my font. Or it's my font. It's like the heading. And I wonder if there should be like the tagline somewhere at the front or that's 3 and this is 3. It doesn't look centered between the two. I think it's just because of the line spacings. So let's go maybe 2.5. That might even it out. Yeah, that looks better. Our paragraphs. Bring it in just a little bit. I'm going to take a quick look. I know there's somebody that I like his newsletter a lot. I just want to see what he says on his like sign up. About like where to sign up. Enroll. Okay, well, he's doing like a lost leader. Download my Pact with Self. I'll teach you. Download my download free chapter. Okay, interesting. So I think he's changed it where it's just like get your free email course, because I think it was just like, hey, subscribe. Yeah, get this. No spam. Yeah. And then he has an archive. Yeah. Am I going to do archives of newsletter? I don't know. Maybe. But right now, that's not the focus. Or maybe we just do 3 column. Okay, let's go back to just form. And let's add a little bit of a margin here. What is our text? Do we have any variables on here? We do. We have black and gray. So what is our text? Our text is gray, but I think our headings are black. And what are the fields? The border radiuses. Radiusize? It's not showing us anything, but it needs to have something. And we need to put it in ourselves. All right, well, let's pick something. I always like to go in towards the blues a little bit. Something like this. Good. Should we keep this totally, black and white? I kind of feel like that works. So we have this as a 3 column. What does the grid actually look like? .75. Yeah, that's fine. In fact, maybe no. First name and email. Yeah, that's all I want to collect. I think no spam, always easy to unsubscribe with one click. Yeah, I like that better. I'm going to steal that from what James Clear had. Yeah, oh geez, I'm seeing a really huge delay in the live stream. So I'm sorry, I've just been working away now, and I'm just checking out the live stream now, and it's just me scrolling through James Clear's website. So I think there's like a 3-minute delay, 2-minute delay. That's quite a bit. That's annoying. I don't even know what to do about that. I don't even know what I can do about that, except to know that it's really annoying. Okay. And let's just call this subscribe form for now. And what does it look like when it's success? Very nice. I like it. Rename this success. Way too big here. Not REM, just EM. Guys can tone it down a little bit there with the padding. And maybe with our background color. Well, we could keep it yellow. That's fine. 0.25. Perfect. So that's success. And let's see what we got with error. No, not here. Here. Just 1.2 EM. Background. I need more red. Blue is not good. That's not a good color for an error. Yeah. So we'll do something like that. Something went wrong trying to subscribe you. Please try again. And of course the error, we're going to do the same spacing here. Okay. Let's just look at this on a small screen. Yeah, looks good. Actually, what does the form look like? gap is, maybe let's make it 0. Right, because this right here, rename, no. Form and then field. I think if we bring that down to 0, then what we can do is on the 3 column, then we can have our gap. In fact, but this time we want it to be a little bit bigger. And then here we can do the same thing. Yeah, looks good. And we'll just take a quick look here at success. Well, success is going to look how it's going to look. We don't need to play around with the form field there. And then 1.4 I think is what we want. Yeah. Okay. Rename this one as button. Subscribe form. Oh, that already exists. Okay. So what we want to do, so this was the unconventional mindset. So we need to change this to a new domain. So we're actually going to have to go into our registrar here and get a new domain set up. And we're going to use this one. And all right, so we'll throw this up here. And what do we need to do? Let's go. Well, first of all, yeah, there's nothing here that I really want to save per se. Actually, that's a lie. Let's go to our articles and can we export everything? Does it actually export the content? It looks like it does. Let me just try to see if I can. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, perfect. Yeah, no, don't save that. Okay. So we have all the articles. So we have that saved. I'm going to go into here, and this is going to, I want to make, okay. I'm just going to call it this for that page. Actually, if I make this my new home, I think it's just going to name it home. Yeah, it just names this home. Okay, fair enough. What do I want to do? I want to change this to normal view. Okay. So again, I know this is super basic. There's no design here whatsoever. It's just, get some information of what I am. You see this on YouTube or whatever, and then we'll put the link here to come and collect your email address, name an email address if you want to, learn more about me and the stuff that I'm doing and all that fun stuff. Okay, so Yeah, let's go to our site settings. So we're going to have to change the favicon, but let's not worry about that right now. Let's go to publishing. And that's fine. I think we need to like add a custom domain, right? Like we want a new one. So can we, yeah, let's remove this domain. Yeah. And remove this one as well. Okay, so I guess let's quick connect. No, that's not what I need. Hang on. What is my username? I think it's this. Nope. Namecheap. And paste. Continue. Right, I forgot that WEBFLOW has this now, where it connects automatically and adds the records. So we'll see how this goes. Oh, there's probably some stuff that I need to delete here, but verification code. All right. Confirmation code. What's the date today? July. Yeah, this is it. Okay. 5210. The reason I'm doing this and I didn't start a new site is because this one's already paid for, and within WEBFLOW, if you cancel an account that's on a year plan, they won't refund you any of the difference at all. So instead of canceling this one and then starting a new one, better to just continue on with this one. Mm-hmm. I don't know what those are, but yeah, we need to update them. Okay, it's now configured. Well, let's see. Oh, interesting. It kicked me out. Let's go to my dashboard. DNS. I got a couple A records. No, I see that. I see the TXT record. That's there. The CNAME record. Yeah, no, that's there. And this one. Yeah, this is the same. Yeah, they're both there. So let's see. All right, and I guess we need this one as the default. Whoops. So if we go to, well, where do we want to go? Let's go back to, well, the editor's right here. So we're going to save this as a draft. I guess we'll save everything as a draft. Kevin, how's it going? Welcome. There's like a huge delay. At least I think there's a huge delay in the stream. So if I'm not responding quickly or whatever, that's the reason for it. Or if things are off. I don't know if the delay goes both ways, where like you see me when you see me and then you make a comment and then that comment comes in. Like, I guess that wouldn't work that way. I don't know. I'm thinking too much of like a Star Trek episode where they were talking to someone that was like 30 years in the past. They had died like 50 years ago, but the way that they were communicating through subspace, it was like the message was going to the future, but then it was going back to the past when it was being received by them. Anyways, I think there's some kind of crazy delay. So anyways, but regardless of delay, we press on. So, right. We're going to archive everything. And then, in fact, all of our articles. Can I select multiple? I think we can. And we are going to unpublish or save as draft. What's the difference? I guess this is kind of the same thing. All right. Okay, so if we publish this, actually, can we give it a quick refresh because the URL hasn't updated? Yeah, so let's go here and let's publish. And I know my URL was at one, or this domain was at one point posting to Ghost, but it looks like we're okay. All right. Ooh, I don't like that yellow when it's hovering over. But there we go. And this should take us to, this form should still be filling out in MailChimp because it should be the same form. Action, yeah, the Unconventional Mindset newsletter list, which is fine for now. We might do some updates in the future. I think that's good for now. Okay, so that's it. So we need to, let's do a little bit of SEO stuff here. Building a better life. One day at a, building a better life one day at a time. And I live stream on YouTube. The things doing to live or to build a better life. Super simple there. Save that. And let's clear some styles. I don't know if there's any garbage things that we need to get rid of. And I'm definitely going to clean up. I'm going to clean this up a whole lot more. But for now, I think this is okay, again, to just have as a placeholder for what eventually is going to become our membership website. So, and it should still be working with my, can I go into my MailChimp here for a second? Yes, always two-factor authentication. I gotta be careful too, because I can't really show email addresses here. But we should probably test this, I think, now that I think about it. Audience. Sorry, I'm just looking at my MailChimp here. Okay, so I'm going to give this a little bit of a test. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's still working, but let's just make sure. Oh man, we gotta update the font size on this thing. That's in both of them. And let's just do this while we're here on hover. You go white on hover, and then no, that's not what I want. I want you to go dark, and then I want the background to go blue. Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to do. What's white? FFF. There we go. Okay, let's refresh this. Let's try this again. That's not going to work because I need my email address. Thank you for subscribing. And I don't see anything yet coming in. Oh, I probably have to verify or confirm. Right. Oh, then I have this. Please confirm your subscription. So I need to update that. So let's see what we can do. Sign up forms. Where do I go for that? Sorry, I just want to be careful because again, I don't want to flash anything here with actual members. Recent forms. It's not a form. Subscriber preferences. Oh my goodness. Sometimes WEBFLOW, MailChimp, they made their stuff so much more confusing. No, it's not a transactional email. Manage audience. Settings, maybe? I don't even know where to find this. Sorry, I'm really just trying to find the place where I can go in and edit that introductory email, which looks like this. For the double, yeah, for the opt-in. So audience sign up forms, maybe subscriber preferences. No. Required email footer. Manage audience. View contacts. View archive contacts. Import archive all contact. No, that's not at all what we want. Publicity settings. That doesn't make any sense either. Oh my goodness, I can't find it. That's insane. But anyways, it is working, so it is coming through. So that's the important thing. So I need to figure out how to update where the actual newsletter campaign is sent and just kind of update that. So that shouldn't be too difficult for me to figure out. I don't think you need to keep you guys here while I try to figure that thing out, or those things out. Okay, so is there anything else that we need to do? I think we need to make sure that the unconventional mindset forwards on to the new site, which is just odum.ca, which is just going to be that's just me. That's just my name. We're just going to kind of roll with that. And other than that, and I think we're going to just point everything that I've had onto that particular URL. So that's just what we're going to do. And everything's just that's going to be my home base for everything it is that I'm doing. So Pixel Pieces and Pixel is going to have its own YouTube channel and its own kind of slice of the pie, so that if for whatever reason, if at 5 years down the line Pixel becomes huge and then somebody wants to buy it and like the YouTube channel and everything, that can all kind of just get shipped away to them. And then everything else that I have, that is my personal sites and my live streams and all that just has to do with me and the things that I'm doing to try to better my life. That's going to be on this YouTube channel and all the things that I'm going to come do through that one site, odum.ca. So that's what we're going to do. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this is a huge delay. I'm just looking at what my YouTube is saying now, and it's me just editing the, what's the word I'm looking for? It's editing the metadata for the site on WEBFLOW. So really, really far behind. I'm not sure what's going on with that lag, and I don't know what's going to happen here when I end the stream. So hopefully it's not going to be something too crazy that's going to just like cancel everything. In fact, let me just see before I do cut it out. Let me just see what it looks like here on YouTube, just to see that I'm not crazy. So, I mean, can I just search for my name, see what shows up? Nah, my stuff does not just show up. I'm going to have to talk to YouTube and figure out how I can get my name to show up higher in the results. Although I don't think it works that way. Okay, but I could just find my user handle. There we go. Oh, cool. So it shows that I'm live. So, and if I just click on it, because this is what, 358? Yeah. Oh, look, I'm live now, and I can see myself looking down at my screen. So I don't know if that's just what I'm seeing or whatever. So I don't know. Everything looks to be okay. It looks to be coming through clean. So I'm not sure what's going on. That's very strange. But none of my statistics and everything are showing up here as well too, which usually it does show up when I'm doing the live stream. So I don't know what's going on with YouTube Studio. I do notice that they changed the interface around a little bit in terms of changing the colors and the buttons and what have you, but I don't know if that's done anything. Anyways, I'm going to end it here for today. So hopefully everything looks good. The stream went well in terms of no crazy legs or whatever. But anyways, either way, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to continuing to keep doing this live stream, keep talking about building this $1 million company, keep working hard to make it less of a dream and more of a reality. And if that sounds interesting to you, well, I thank you for joining, and continue on watching because we're just going to keep moving forward. All right, guys, have yourself a great rest of your day, and we'll see you here tomorrow.